Floss Tube, it's Kerry and Stitches. It's Friday the 4th of September. This is Floss Tube 105. Yeah. Welcome to my channel. Welcome here if you're a new viewer or subscriber. It's lovely to have you here with me. And welcome back if you are a returning viewer. It's nice to have you here too. I hope you all had a good stitchy fortnight. It's been much of a muchness here. We're all settling back into our regular routines. I'm back in the office a couple of days a week now, and I wasn't looking forward to it at all, but it's been lovely. It's been really nice to settle back in, to put the world to rights with one of my colleagues, and it's just generally been really nice, and I've loved it, to the point where I've even done overtime. I think I've done overtime 3 out of 4 days. Because I've just realised just how easy it is to do some things in the office than it is to do at home. So I am this week full of cold now, and a sore throat. It's not COVID. We've all got it. We've tested. Ugh. It's kind of one of those. I was up at 6 this morning with my sore throat. Woke me up in the night, and I'm just kind of like, really? So plenty of coffee to keep me going. Hubby continues to be much of a muchness with his work and everything, still working from home. That is his future now. He is officially a home worker. His commute is hellish. I mean, all the way downstairs. But he does do the school run in the morning, so, you know. Tom's settling into college. He seems to be enjoying what he's doing. He's enjoying the flexibility of it. Like yesterday, they were like, this afternoon's lesson's an online lesson. If you want to go home and do it, it's fine, because it was just before, it was at lunchtime, after lunch. So he's like, no, I can get home in my lunch hour. That's great. I'll come home and do that, and it saves me hanging around in town for an hour an hour lesson after that. So he was happy with the flexibility of that. They're really pushing them kind of out of their comfort zone with various kind of working in different mediums and things, which is great. I'm not sure Tom thinks so, but I think overall the course is going really well. Lots loving high school. I kind of thought she would. It was going to be it was either going to be absolutely hated it and it was nothing like she expected, or she was just going to be like, I love this. And she's, I love this. She's joined. The high school has a fantastic extracurricular programme. I mean, it runs to 8 A4 pages for the school of what they can do. She's doing netball, she's doing a fitness club where they can just go and use the gym equipment. She's doing a drama club, garage band. So she's just loving the opportunities it's giving her. She came home to like, I've got my Bunsen burner licence and stuff. So yeah, it's just basically their safety kind of test, just to make sure they can use equipment safely. So she's just loving it. She's enjoying the test. She's even enjoying the testing and stuff they're doing. Yeah, I think she's going to thrive in high school. She's fantastic. Yeah, so she's got lessons with some of her friends that she had in primary school. So I think she has like. So only 28 of the kids there's only one class from her in her primary school in each year. But so one went from, so she got, words Kerry, out of the 28 kids that went to the high school that she's at, well 29 actually, she's got at least 2 in every one of her classes, 2 or 3 of them in her form 2. So she's kind of really, really enjoying, she's got people she knows, a bit of familiarity as she navigates around high school. She's loving it, which is fantastic. Not enough homework though. She should be sat at the table for hours on end. I was. We both went to the same. I went to the high school, but my children are at. Part of the reason for moving where we are is because it's the kind of best high school in the city. And I'm not saying that because I went there. It's proven, kind of with, you know, results and league tables and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, yeah, let's move on to some cross stitch. So, what have I been stitching this week? I've kind of had a really good last week, and then this week I'm like, so I think it's starting to feel a bit cold and stuff. I just miss out in the evenings. We're stitching all like kind of just staring at you like this, kind of. So anyway, this is Lizzie Kate Flip It. This is the last one in the series. I've stitched all 12 now. So I'm doing my own conversion, which has actually been, doing my own conversion has been really good. They're very similar, but it's kind of pushing me out of my comfort zone, because I really am kind of that's the call for, that'll do. So it's kind of pushing me out. So it's similar, but I'm loving the green that I've used here. It's a Jodyri Designs. That's obviously more of a pinkish red. Again, Jodyri Designs in the border. This is a Mosaic, no, and dyed by Rolanda. And it's on Star Sapphire. Kind of cutting it a bit fine with the border. I might have to trim my block down a bit to do it. I was hoping to get them done this month, but it's not likely. But we'll just keep plugging away at it. I will get this block filled in by the end of the month, and then we should just carry on working out the mitten. It's fantastic travel stitching, and I'm getting, with my commute now, I'm getting about 50 stitches, about 100 stitches done. Yeah, about 100 stitches done, and I've got to take Lottie to the dentist later, so I shall sit, and while she has the treatment I can sit and stitch as well. They're kind of used to me doing that. I stitched on Blackbird Lady at the weekend for my zombie run. I'm determined to have her finished by the end of the year, so next month's zombie run she's going to see big progress. But I have got the dress done at the bottom. Well, I've got to backstitch. I'll do that. Let's try that. Oh, no, still not. I was hoping that was going to be. So I've got to backstitch this border, the black border at the bottom. So it needs to be backstitched in the metallic both sides, the same as I did for that block. And then I need to backstitch the side and up there as well, and actually change the colour of the backstitch here to black because I did it in the wrong colour. But she's going really well. This border here is repeated sort of in her sleeve here. There's a panel that goes there, and then I should be onto that giant bunch of kind of wreath of flowers. So this is Blackwork Angel by Lizzie Kate. I'm not doing the rings because I'm not an angel kind of person. There she is. I think she's absolutely stunning. I'm not doing the border either, so basically I've got her head and the flowers left to do. So she's coming on. She will. I'm struggling for words today, and obviously I do need to bead her as well. I haven't done any beading on her yet, but there's mostly there's some beads in the flowers. There's that there's got all beads in, and there's beads in her head. So I'm sorry, I'm so full. I feel like my cold's really come out this morning. She is on a 32 count opalescent fabric by Jodyri Designs called Burns Night. It was a limited edition, and this is a petite treasure braid. I think it's 74. So 74, 82, or possibly 72. 72. There we go. So she's coming on really lovely. I'm really enjoying it. Actually, am I enjoying it? This was a challenge and a half. I really did kind of struggle to find the rhythm with it. I don't know whether it was partly because of shorter lengths of metallic, so I was kind of starting and stopping quite a bit, and every time I kind of rethreaded my needle and stuff, I was kind of like, oh, and where am I? And so I think that didn't help. But the actual panel of it here is a lot easier because it's, as you can see with this one, they all line up, but with the wave there's some up complete, and it was quite hard to find the rhythm in it because I kind of stitched it like that. So I'm hoping that's going to be a bit easier because I can stitch like, okay, in this column I can just do diamonds, and then I can just do hexagons and things like that, and then fill them in or whatever. So I'm hoping it's going to be, that should be a bit quicker. But I'm planning to, I want to get at least 800 stitches in her, so that would, it's not all going to be, so it won't all be black, so 800 full crosses or 1600 back stitches in her. That's my plan. What else have I been working on? Okay. I started the fat quarter shop. I'm not sure if I showed you where I'd gotten to. And guess what? You can't see it because the no, it is. I thought the fabric wasn't in here. So this is the free stitch along by fat quarter shop called All the Trimmings. I don't like section 3 with the bows. I'm not going to stitch it. It's as simple as that. So those are the first 2 sections that are out. This is a freebie design on their blog. I have linked it below. That's where I got to it now. I added just basically. Carrie is very disorganised today. Yeah, I just added a couple more of the doodahs. This is on I can't remember. 20 count charcoal. What do I got? So there's that. Right, so I need to, I'm struggling here. Right, let's put that there, that there. I've got too many piles of whips. That needs to go back in. If I don't put things away properly, then, oh, bag from Sarah, who is not enough whip bags. Yes, Sarah, I was looking at the business card. I made a new start on Huckleberry Farm. I don't know if I showed you the fabric. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. When did it come? I started it on the 13th, which was last Monday. Possibly did show you the fabric. Yes, I did, because I remember saying. Anyway, I've made my start on Huck Farm, and actually I love the fabric. I'm really pleased with it. I think it looks really good. Actually showing there is a bit of mottling to it, not just creases. So that's about 600 stitches on the top border, and I love it. I'm really, really pleased with it. Just in case you're not familiar, there is Huckleberry Farm. It's by the Blue Flower. Janine is a genius. So basically, I've managed to stitch most of that bit there. I cannot wait to get. Oh no, I haven't stitched that bit there. I cannot wait to get to the bear here. It's not my favourite thing about the chart. It's a bit I'm really excited to do. I like solid stitching, I really do. I think that's probably why. I need to get it into a decent project bag. I hope the project, I think I might have to put one on my list for my birthday. I know, that's still 7 weeks away, but you know, forewarn them and all that. I stitched a bit more on Grace of a Flower by Hands On Design. Love that. I'm doing my own conversion. Some of it's called for, some of it isn't. I love this, so I'm hoping to get this finished in the next couple of weeks. It is pretty pretty and stitching up so quickly. And this is on 28 count? No, 32 count. 32 count monochrome Parchment by Sparklies. Oh, I'm so sorry for slipping and stuff. I said to my husband this morning, I said I felt so congested. I said, but I can't believe there's nothing coming out. And all of a sudden my nose was like going, sorry, what did you say? Let me release everything I'm holding. Too much information, I'm sorry. Next up, Blackbird Designs stockings. I have the full set. My plan is to work through one each year. So you'll have seen these two before. They both had starts on them. I started this one was almost done. I think I had one flower left to stitch and the word violet. So that flower and violets and a few little splodges here and there. And then this one had everything but the umbrella stitched. So let's be a bit blushy professional. So Violets is from the February book and April is from the April Showers book. They are mostly, I don't know what they're stitched in. Might be called for, might not be. It's on a 36 count Ivory linen by Zweigart. I know that much. Some of it's called for, some of it isn't. If I've had the called for, I've stitched it. Some of them I've subbed for the DMC, others I've gone, that's close enough. I think Violets is in the called for. Violets is in the called for. April, that's definitely in the called for. The Mountain Mist is called for, even though it's more green than it is blue. The flowers are in the DMC. I think actually everything else was DMC. And then we've got September. Again, I'm going to say not the called for, but similar. So, really pleased I finished that one yesterday or the day before. Cut it a bit fine, but to be honest, I'll pop a bit of phrase top on the bottom and it'll be fine for turning into a stocking. Because in my head, the piece was this big, and obviously you can see that there's a bit of difference there. So never mind. So there's that one. I should just have to be mindful when I stitch on and stitch another one. Some of them are slightly bigger than others, and not by much, but like one might be 72 by 45 and the other one is, you know, 46 by 77. So there's not a lot in it, but actually I might have to see if I can find one of the smaller ones, such as this, isn't it? So that is from the September book. Again on the Ivory, 36 count, but I'm fairly sure it was a couple of the threads I had, most it was kind of, I have a giant bundle of fancies here and random bits of DMC that stuck to them, and I've just kind of been going with these and then adding in the odd colour here and there, or DMC, because they have got DMC equivalents. So yeah, so that's the November stocking. I actually did that last Friday in a day. I was very pleased with it. So then I started the October one. Let's pop it behind me because you really can't see very well. Okay, so there's the start of the October one, and I'm going to say this is in called for. No, it isn't. I made it up as I went along. I looked at the picture. So there, that's the stocking, and it has got, if you can see that, it's got a completely stitched background. Life's too short, not doing that. None of the others I'm doing are, so, and it's not like every stocking, every booklet has one full coverage. They don't, so I'm happy to lose the white and just leave it as it is. So that's a good little start on that, I think. And then, so that's from the October book, and then I have one from the December book, which is that one at the top there. It's super cute. Love that one. December was really hard to pick which one I wanted to do, but kind of wasn't in the mood for over one stitching, so that kind of knocked the flower on the head. And I'd already done a house for September, so we went with that one. I mean, I suppose the December one is fairly full coverage. One of the other ones, but anyway, there we go. So my plan was for 6 stockings. I've gotten 4 complete. Possibly won't get these done. Might, don't know. I'm just going to work on them and we will see what happens. But I think considering at the start of September I had 1 stocking out of all of them completed, and now I have 5 because I'd already done the Old Lang Syne stocking like a year ago. I actually think that's really good going. And the December one is certainly doable because I think that's probably only about another 400 stitches or so. So I now did 300 stitches on it, and both deer are exactly the same. Both deer are exactly the same. It's got a smaller tree, a flower, and a heel and toe, and I think I actually worked out the stitch count. It's on my working copy in the other room. So yeah, I think it's only about 300 stitches, which is definitely doable this week. The October's a bit more intense, but maybe. We've got a week before the end of the month, so those are now my daily 30 stitches. And I'm like be able to throw the October one into just one of the general ones. So that's pretty much where I'm at. So a couple of finishes, random bit of silver thread. Put that back in the bag if I need it. Yeah. Sorry, my voice is going. So I did most of those for the Daily 30 Monthly Challenge, which was good. Okay. Stuff everywhere. I actually went through this week and made a filmed a video with my FFO box. Went through and had a look to see what was in there, and filmed it all. I've made a list. Actually, I've made a list, and I've made a spreadsheet too. So I'm hoping then with my plan finishes, what I need to buy. Hobbycraft, here I come again. Yeah. So. Okay. That's whips. Oh, FFO. So here is one. You will actually see it as not as an FFO in the video next week. This is Industry by Summerhouse Stitchworks, stitched on a grey 32 or 20, I forget, or I didn't know, in predominantly the colourful colours. I think I changed the red. Just finished with some as a little pillow. I think I'm going to do something in this yellow band. I was thinking covered buttons, April. I think one of April May June's recent finishes, she used some covered buttons, and actually they look really nice. She used them in a different way, but I'm kind of thinking maybe 3 covered buttons with the grey fabric, which is just kind of like a plant, kind of leafy, grassy kind of pattern. But I just think that might be nice. It's funny because in the I was really thinking I was going to try and find the blue that's there and to bring that out, but actually I kind of found the grey. I was like, actually that really isn't, that's really quite nice. These are fat quarters from Aldi, like 2 different bundles. So there we go. So that's actually a finish. If I add something, I add something. If I don't, I don't. Okay, so that was. So you can see, I've just changed the reds a bit darker. Yeah, it should have been barn door, and I changed it to something else. I'm going to put apple fritter. I've got lots of it kicking around, and it kind of gets thrown into everything, which needs a little bit. And I FFO'd September, and that's in its little frame and on my autumn display. Okay, right. It's 20 minutes in. I'm going to just kind of crack on now and whip through this. Plans. I have joined in with Whips Be Gone, which is posted by the Devoted Quilter on Instagram. I saw somebody else posting it. I went and checked it out, and I thought, yeah, actually this is something I've got some pieces I really want to get done for the year. I've already kind of looked at my whips and gone, yeah, those I'm going to carry through, and those be gone. So I'll just show you the ones that I'm going to focus on, and I've managed to fit them into my daily 30 excuse me, daily 30 plans really quite well. So this is Blackbird Designs, Blackbird. So there we go. So it's coming on, border's done. It is basically now just this bit here. So that's all done, just that. So, of course it was me then, it is darker. So I'd like to get that done because I have a frame for it. I can't reach it. I just can't have a basic black frame for it, and Raven's Reply will fit. So I'd love to have those. So I've put this down for the first quarter because I'd love to have them done and up for Halloween. So not that I'm a big Halloween person, and actually I will probably keep Never More up all year round because I love it, and it's been in my bag for far too long because I don't want to cut the fabric in half. So this is Dr. Smith's Tonic by Sparklers, probably a 36 gram. Yeah, so one of the prompts for a daily 30 was stitch on a whip in black, grey or white, or a combination. Well, hello black. And another one, and one of the other ones was with a bird. Sorted. Also there's one with a plant, which I could do for that one. A whip of choice, I could do it for that one. And what was the final one? There was another one I thought, yeah, that would work for that too. I'll find the page. Oh yeah, black, white, plant, no, black, white, bird, plant and whip of choice. So there we go. So that should be done. Hopefully by the time I see you next in another one of Not Enough Whip Bags. I keep saying it now and I feel confident in what I'm saying. Yeah, Not Enough Whip Bags. Maybe even pumpkin one. Andy, when you're editing it, that's what I want for my birthday, more bags from Sarah. I've also put Purple Vinca on my list. So, as you can see, it's really coming on. That's what it looks like. So, this was a kit gifted me by Dawn. Happy birthday for the earlier this week, Dawn. So, I'm actually looking forward to getting back to that and stitching on it. So, and the final piece that I've focused on is the long neglected Funky Menagerie. I don't know if I have an up-to-date picture. By Lindy Stitches, stitched on. I love my fabric. I think this is one of my bravest choices of fabric, but it's actually one of my favourite choices of fabric. And it's stitched on Rubescent by Chromatic Alchemy. It's a 32 count. Love it. When I see it like this, it makes me realise that actually I'm not that far off halfway. I think I've got like 3 animals to do to make it halfway. So what have I got left to do? I've got a hedgehog, a stag beetle, a cat, and a moth and a green thing. So there's not actually that much off for this part. So I'm hoping that I can kind of really not push that into some challenges this next month and really get it out. Another Sarah bag. It's me thinking I don't have any Sarah bags out this week, but I do. And I definitely need more because my whip count is ridiculous at the moment. It is the highest it's ever been at 26. I don't like it. So I'm really trying to get, I've got 12 on my list to get done for this year. Yeah. Let's confirm. I was looking to, I can see my list of things I was planning to get done. So yeah, I want to get Blackbird Lady, Flip It, Purple Vinca, MLK, Thankful String, one of the Home for the Holidays stockings finished. That's literally got like an ABC written out. I think it's GHI, something like that. Funky Menagerie, Christmas Rose, the Little Butterfly Cover Kit, Graceful Flower, Summer Home, which hasn't even been started yet, Blackbird, and the 2021 calendar. So I look at that and go, okay, Blackbird, that's being finished regardless. Flip It's not a problem. Purple Vinca shouldn't be a problem. Thankful String will take me 4 or 5 days once I actually get it out. Funky Menagerie, if my October plan goes to plan, that should be really, really close. Christmas Rose has barely started. That's a big push. Graceful Flower, yeah, that'll be done. Summer Home I haven't even started yet, and I'm planning it for a finish. But it's not big. Blackbird, easy. Calendar. So the only ones on there that I'm a bit kind of on my should be finished in 2021 list. The only ones I'm a bit kind of the Christmas Rose and Funky Menagerie and the stocking. Everything else I just need to focus on them. I think I've only got 2 or 3. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I've got to the, and I need to put the all the trimmings on there because that's not even on my list. But never mind. Anyway, so that's that plan. So that's Whips Be Gone with it's a 100-day challenge with the devoted quilter. So I've already made that's my your colouring-y thingy. So, and you get these. I've actually made a lot smaller. They were A4, but there's my whips list, and this is actually an FFO one. So I kind of thought, in order to that's my planning sheet for it. I'm going to try and get O Tannenbaum done. So let's kind of just sort of segue partly into haul. using April's awesome what's it, and I might need to recut my mat board in places. So no, they're not going to come out. So I hope I haven't glued them down. Anyway, I should just get a thing. So this is done. I'm going to go paint shopping at the weekend. I'm having lunch tomorrow with one of our friends, and I'm hoping she'll come with me to paint shopping because I've got some excellent advice from Sharon, who's Shaz Bruce on Instagram, about a paint that she used, and I'm going to go and try that, which is Rust-Oleum, one of their chalk paints. So I'm going to go and track some of that down at the range and paint that up. Yeah, April, if you're watching this, what paint did you use for your red? Because I loved it on your Eau Tannenbaum. Kind of want to do a frame with it, so curious. Hit me up if anybody's got any other paint suggestions, especially if you're in the UK, for products like for redoing frames and things. I've got picked up a wooden frame which is in a terrible condition. The frames are absolutely solid, it just needs repainting. Anybody's got any suggestions? So I want to paint that red for Jingle Jolly Joy. I have a plan, so if you know of good paints to use and any primers or sealants and all that kind of stuff, because I really don't know what I need to buy and my budget doesn't stretch to a ton of experimentation. I want to be able to go in and go, okay, so I need this brand and I need this product as well, and buy them. Yeah, that's what I want to be able to do, because I need I'm going to try the chalk paint for the things. I've seen one that's called Hessian, I think might be good for it. I'd like a recommendation of a red paint and anything I need to seal it with. And if you remember that little cabinet I brought, little glass doors, I want to get that done, and I'd really like to have it done for Christmas. I've got so much Christmas decor, it would be really nice to have that done. And I was like, yeah, it's going to be a 20-minute video. So recommendations please. So I want to FFO in the next 2 weeks. Well, sorry, for this will be, it's 25 days. So in the next 2 videos, Eau Tannenbaum, a Raven's Reply, which means I have to get Blackbird done. So I probably would do, let's have that, and I'll do both of them. So they've got matching frames. I've added it onto my list now. It's official, even though my Instagram post won't be. And one of my Hexi pin cushions. I thought, well, I need to do 4. If I can do 1 every time, brilliant. Right. Okay. When I was in Hobbycraft getting the stuff for that, actually I'd ordered that all online and then did a click and collect, and then got an email earlier that day to say these were back in stock. Now I wanted one of these last year, and they, every time, as soon as they came back into stock, they went back out. Pretty much instantly, like within a day, and the stores sometimes didn't even get them. So I really wanted one. It's just MDF, and dowels, but I'm excited to have this in my as my decor. I don't quite know how. I don't know what's going on it, but I wanted it and I bought it, and I got very excited in the store. And I was like, oh my God! And they were like, you're okay, look, calm down. Christy asked when I posted my decor picture on Instagram. This is the spice rack from Sainsbury's that my sister-in-law bought me by Habitat. And basically, I put my autumn display in it. So here we go. There's just some pin cushions there, and biscornu, and some crocheted bits, and some pine cones, some cinnamon sticks. These actually should sit like the top one does, but I like to put it like this. And some crochet flowers my friend sent me, and then let's see how dusty it is. And there's the top basket. Just a couple of toadstools, some more saddles and more pine cones, and it's just my autumn biscornus. So this sits in here. It actually sits on the bookcase over that bookcase there. It was just a really... I can't get that back on the table. Let's just stick it another way. Yeah, so that's that. It's actually a really nice little... I like it's narrow, and it does fit on my cabinet in the dining room, in the lounge if I want to too. Right, final bit of exciting... Oh crikey, so much to talk about. It's going to be a long video, and I have about 6 minutes till I have to go out and take Lottie. Right, okay, exciting news. I partnered with Harriet of the Spinneyfield Stitchery for her Christmas box. Harriet's just come back off maternity leave, and her first box will be her Christmas one. I've really enjoyed chatting to Harriet. We were hoping to work together on one of her previous boxes, but it just wasn't right at the time. So she, as soon as she was ready to do this one, she contacted me, and I've got something exciting in there. I'm not going to say what it is, but I'm really it's fun. I'm excited to be partnering with her, and I will link her below, and I'll link her website below, and it's all very exciting. So go follow Harriet. She does curates some really lovely boxes, and I think she said it was 8 ornaments. So I need to try and get my hands on one. Get a box of my own item back in it, but that'll be funny. Anyway, so yeah, there's that. It was my fourth year Flossiversary, so I am just going to have a little giveaway this time. I've got some, because we had quite a big giveaway back in July, and I finally got around to doing all the presents, all the prizes. Oh, this is what I sent, the things I made that I sent to Jo. Did I put that in last time? Don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to offer some needle minders this time. Yeah, so, what should we have? 3, let's have 2 needle minder prizes. You can basically pick one from my shop, plus any of the others I've got. That they're not all of them are listed at the moment. So tell me your favourite thing about autumn, and if you want to win a needle minder of your choice, I will just I'll send you a picture of everything I've got. I mean, there's a couple that I've got in stock at the moment. So I've got some cross-stitch themed ones, and I've also got quite a lot of gnomes at the moment, and a few other cute ones, unicorns, and other sort of kawaii kind of ones. Or you can have, can't do this. Or you can have a little sea glass one from my summer of finding sea glass. It's nice and flat, so it will hold a needle quite well. So up to you. Yeah, tell me what your favourite thing about autumn. We'll have 2 winners next time. There's also a chart up there that I was going to give away, but yeah, we'll save that for another time. I'll actually go and put it in the box. Yeah, take care, friends. I'm going to leave it here. I don't think what's that? Okay, I'm looking at my list. I've pretty much told you everything. I'll insert a couple of photographs at the end of my decor, my dresser, and a close-up of the shelf. Yeah, I'm going to give it a go out. Take care, friends. Have a great stitchy fortnight. I will post my Come FFO with me video next week, and I'll see you all in 2 weeks' time. Take care. Have a great stitchy fortnight. Happy stitching. Bye bye.